Hey guys, what's going on? It's Giga-Hertz here. Today, I'm on the SCRUBCRAFT server, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more, kind of like recapping what we've done so far and looking at some of the builds that we've made. So, remember the last episode where I talked about the whole gate thing? It's all done. I actually got it done that day, and here's what it looks like. Scrub. It turned out pretty cool. Maybe not exactly the way I wanted it, but it actually looks pretty cool. But I think the coolest thing about it is, oh, and someone made a boat. I don't know who made that boat, but it's a really cool one. But we'll look at that later. The cool thing is if you go back, and I kind of unintentionally did this, I guess, but if you go back here, it kind of matches up if you go farther enough, but it actually looks really cool. Then when you get close to it, it kind of opens up, and that's basically it. So I made this little dock to go along with this part, and then it comes up here, and we get the stairs and this little lava and glass mixture. Got some walls on the side. It turned out pretty cool. I do have to say it looks pretty cool. I do kind of wish well, I probably could, but I could have made like some of the sides a little bit more cooler instead of making it look like a, I don't know, computer monitor looking thing. I probably could have done that a little better. So we made some stairs around the island so that we don't have to, constantly have to jump up to wherever we want to go. So we got some stairs going on here. This is a little modern house that I made. It's not quite complete because I want to do more with it. It looks really plain. But on the inside it looks cool. I've been experimenting with terracotta blocks recently, and I think this is my favorite one. It's kind of a earthy, well, not an earthy, I should say more of like a space kind of style. And so it kind of makes a good centerpiece in a room. And with the stairs surrounding it, it looks pretty cool. So to go up here, we got our little balcony here. You can watch the sunsets facing the west. And I put in some glass. You gotta have lots of glass in here. But I do want to make it so that it's not quite as flat. It's just very blocky. I was trying to add some depth and stuff like that, but I'll have to see what I can do over on this side and this side to see if it can look a little bit more, or I should say less blocky. So I also added some little pathways along here, just some really basic ones, mostly because Braum was getting lost and he said, oh, you guys need to make some pathways or something. So I made a little bit, and it kind of goes around here, as you can see, and it goes around toward Blue Elf's base. I also made something. I made a little insurance agency thing. What people can do is place their requests in here, or I should say place their names in here, and then request whatever they need to be, or whatever they lose. I can replace a weapon, tool, or armor piece within 5 days. Any. But the membership costs 1 diamond for every 5 days, and I think I'm going to make a little bit more clear on the details, like they may have to sign up probably around Thursday. They need to make an initial installment because we will be fighting the Ender Dragon very soon, guys. Today, for me, it is, I believe, Wednesday, and we will be facing it Friday, hopefully. So that's going to be really cool, something to look forward to. As far as the progress on my house here, I have not made a ton of progress. I've gotten a little bit of gold, some gold here and there, but I need to continue to keep grinding for gold so I can fill the rest of this out. It's just about halfway. It's about as close to halfway as you can get. And nothing really else is new. Gigglefoot moved his base over toward this side, and he kind of made kind of a nether looking building. It actually looks pretty cool. And so that's, yeah, that's basically what's been happening up in the overworld. And Blue Elf still has his base. It's looking fine and dandy, super tall. And then I think Taylor, or Tate 2000, and Bacon made this little pathway in here so that we can get from one island to the other without having to jump over to that whole thing. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Braum has been doing some work lately as usual. He has been making... Oh. Hey, you. You must have spawned by Bacon's house. Doy. Anyway, so Braum has been doing his work. Yep, this is what Braum's been up to. Just kidding. Although that is a build that he would make, probably. Little Clash Royale thing that Etho made, or Clash of Clans. I think it's like for the... What's that thing called? Barbarian King? Pretty sure that's what it is. But anyway, this is the little farm, I think, that he's been making so that we can trade books or we can trade emeralds for crops. And there looks to be a little transportation system of some sort that goes into here. So he's got a little villager thing set up here. I think what he's wanting to do eventually is sort the villagers, see which ones he wants to keep and which ones he does not. And we have lots of potatoes, as you can see, and I think that's the thing we'll be trading with. But I honestly haven't looked at this a ton, so I don't know how it's coming along, and I haven't seen him in a while. I'm sure it's coming along okay. But that's pretty much what's been going on in the overworld. I can't think of anything else. No really new builds besides that. Can't think of anything else. So, I'm going to show you what Braum did in the Nether, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, as you can see we are in the Nether, and this is what Braum has made. He has made for us a little XP room, or an XP grinding room, that we can kill blazes with. And it turned out pretty neat. This is such a large room that decorating it would take a long while, and I don't think anybody will be decorating this place anytime soon, so it's probably going to look like this. But this is how it kind of works. The blazes will basically spawn in this little box. And I think from what he told me is that there's some sort of regular block over there that attracts the blazes. They'll drop down into the chute, and you basically just have to hit them once or twice. And as you can see, we have plenty of blaze rods here, and we'll probably have more than enough for anything we need as far as blaze rods go. So this thing is actually pretty efficient. It will spawn quite a few. See how they come into that tube like that? Isn't that neat? But anyway, it's a pretty efficient little way to get some XP, and I really like what he did with it. It turned out pretty neat. We're gonna hit him. We're gonna get one of these one more time. Oh, here they come. So Braum at one point was kind of AFK for a little while, and he actually had like 200 drop or so, and he was like getting one frame. He sent me a screenshot, and it was kind of hilarious. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys one more thing that I forgot to mention before I leave. And yeah, I'll show you guys that in a few, or in just a sec. Alrighty, y'all, we are in the little dungeon here. So this is basically it. Oh, someone built around this. That looks really neat, guys. I don't know who did that. Could have been Brom or Bacon, I'm not sure. But that looks really cool. But anyway, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the whole Ender Dragon fight Friday, and that should be the next episode. And it probably will not be the last. I know that I seem to end all my seasons with the dragon fight, but we're wanting to do a little bit more after that. I want to face and fight one of those big old woodland mansions, but I don't know if anybody else would. I know it takes a while to find, and they're pretty hard as far as fighting goes, but I'd really like to do that. We also probably, Brahm and I, what we usually like to do is fight the Elder Guardian and take out the little ocean monuments and stuff. So yeah, Eye of Ender, somebody has it. I think we have quite a few Eyes of Ender. Look at the yellow bed, isn't that cool? I really like the update with the beds. That is pretty neat. But anyways, this is a pretty big one. This is not like the one we had. This is actually a really huge one. This is not like the one we had in, I think, Season 2. Season 2's was super small. But I believe there are 2 libraries in here. You can get lost pretty easily. And I'm not exploring the entire thing, obviously. I have explored a lot of it, but as you can see, it branches off quite nicely. And you can definitely get lost in here. But that's a little bit of what's going on here on the SCRUBCRAFT server. If you guys did enjoy this episode, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more SCRUBCRAFT action. Look at this shield. This is one that Etho made. You can buy his shields at his shop. Pretty cool. Alright, anyways guys, I'll see you later. Bye.